morning everyone, we're here with Sally and she'd like to try one of the new saddles, and Mia's having a good look. Now Sally's already got quite a few of our saddles.
Might do. And
the thing is that with this one is this is a screw-in one, which is going to make it a lot easier for her when her horses get very fit to move it around.
ReactorPanel Panel Lock System.
Yep, the ReactorPanel Panel Lock System, as Dean's just said. Right, here we go.
I have, obviously.
Good boy.
We just got to persuade all the staff.
And you've got this sexy new thing.
So there's one example of the endurance saddles. What we did is spent a lot of time on coming up with lightweights. And so there's two aspects to this. There's the lightweight side, and there's the reasons why it's a lightweight. And then there's also the panel lock system.
Yep.
The panel lock system is wanted to tell you about to start with. So if you have a look from this side, Sally, it looks just like a normal reactor panel.
It looks
and you see it sits just like a normal reactor panel. And in all intents and purposes, it is. The only difference is that though the sulfothane disc, absorbing shock and everything are suspended here, we can change the disc, we can change the position of the discs. The biggest thing is that now that they're secured through here.
Yep.
So we can remove something that holds them here, change the height lower to fit the horse during the time the seasons when the horse changes shape, substitutes bigger, smaller discs, and at the back there's just one each side. And the benefits of that is that people can adjust the saddle based on our help, but at the same time their adjustments are now accurate. Instead of a big lump of Velcro, they're all over the place. And they can only go symmetrical, because when we're at the factory, we measure very carefully where we put these holes for them to be attached, and they're very, very accurate. And so hopefully we'll get more symmetrical and accurate fitting when people do it at home. But apart from that, it just feels it's all the benefits of a normal reactor panel. It's soft and flexible, but also amazing weight distribution. And
you saw the pressure testing we did in Holland. It just came out so well.
Hermione did the.
Mia's listening very carefully.
Felt the pressure testing
shaking with excitement.
Was even slightly better on the new saddle, so which is quite interesting, because we can't exactly work entirely out entirely why that's the case, but we think it's just very marginally more stable. But one of the things we did for the lightweight, if I show you this,
good girl, Mia.
the stirrups.
This is so sweet.
The stirrups attach around the tree. So if you put your hand in here, the stirrups attach, around the tree. There's no stirrup bars in there.
So you do need a safety type stirrup.
Now
but
you don't have
the
to
thing
have
is that
this,
it does cut the weight
but
down.
if you're interested in weight, we take the metal out. And the stirrups actually come out here. So they're very easily adjustable. They go through the flaps. So you can't feel them, so they don't irritate so much.
So you don't get that lovely
you don't get that lovely marks on your legs and things like that. But
the amount of skin I've lost on the
I
inside
can
of
imagine.
my knee
I can
over the
imagine.
years.
So the thing is, what it is something that hopefully people, I'm not suggesting they should do this, can throw the saddle around and it won't
like
come
the
off.
Arabs do.
They can send their partners off to come back with a numbness, and hopefully not the panels, because the panels are now attached.
Which did happen once with someone.
To be frank about this is a Velcro-free zone.
Wow.
There's no Velcro.
There's no
Apart
Velcro.
from on most of the saddles, knee blocks, things like that. So in the future, this is a product that will be sold alongside the original product. It doesn't mean the original product is a lesser product. In fact, it's a better product because we can adjust it more. But it doesn't come apart, this product, because it doesn't have Velcro. But it has all the benefits of the ReactorPanel saddle. Maybe not quite as much adjustability, but depending on the type of horses that you want it for, that's a good thing. And people can throw it around.
The other brilliant thing about it is the stirrup is usually held up by that little bar that comes up. Now, I've had horses who are so frisky.
Oh my God.
Not dissimilar, yes. Anyway, so frisky that they've knocked that
Yeah.
down and the stirrups come
Yeah, I
out
can
and I've had
imagine.
nowhere to go.
No, I
Whereas
understand.
this, the stirrup
Yeah.
will stay there.
We have
Which is
other
lovely.
answers to that as well,
Thank
because
you,
we
Bobby.
do hook bars as well. But I mean, nothing's as secure as not having a bar at all.
Oh,
but
exactly.
what we've done with this is we've just taken out the weight everywhere we possibly can, and
So light.
so light. And there's lighter ones. This isn't the. This isn't the. No, there
There is
isn't
a
the
lighter
lightest
one. We'll look at that one in a minute. The
Yeah.
nice thing about this one, and I thought you might like this, is what we've done as well with the knee roll, which is something we've
Yes.
made this saddle so it can be ridden by different riders.
Yes.
So it's firm at the front, if you
Yep.
feel it,
Yep.
and then it's really squidgy. So it's actually got 2 different layers of foam, and actually from there, again. You know, so you can ride. It
and you
supports you for a long rut lead, but if you want to put your knees forward a bit, like the Arabs do,
Yeah.
then you know, and it actually does work for both type of riding.
Yep.
So have a sit. We'll see what you think.
I would love
But
to.
in the future,
Yes.
all products will have the ability to be made like this. There's
So
at the moment we're
So
working.
you could have a Pegasus like that if you wanted to.
At the moment, we're working on the basis there's going to be about a £500 difference. But, you know, for the benefits, for some people, it doesn't suit everyone. For
And
some
you're
people,
still going with the top fits, the rider, the bottom.
exactly,
Yep.
exactly.
So you can have whatever you want
Yep.
on the top to suit
Yeah.
you, but now you can have a whichever panel system suits
almost
you.
ready.
You can also have
Blend.
different panel sizes like you always could. You can have
Yep.
all the options are there. It's just that we started developing this product with pure endurance saddles, but we recently made a general purpose one, which was really quite nice.
That was for a police force that we do that will remain nameless because we're not allowed to talk about it.
Yeah, this is good. Right.
Okay, cool.
Yes.
Right, so have a sit.
Try it.
So what do you think?
Wow. So I've got a 40-year-old saddle in there I've been using because
You probably have a 30-year-old saddle.
exactly. I've been riding in a 30-year-old saddle that doesn't have the
You
technology,
do have a nicer one.
the give, and this is amazing. So if I compare riding in that saddle to riding in this saddle, this is if I think of my other saddle as Barber, this is just soft fleece caressing my bottom.
The idea with these is you can just bury your leg into them.
Yeah.
Because they're so soft.
But you can
But
bury
actually
your
quite-
leg into them, whichever position you like to
Exactly,
ride
and
in.
I've just done
Yeah.
trot, and initially she'll have quite a choppy trot, and the saddle just held me. It was caressing my bottom.
Do you want to have a pop up and down again? Is that okay?
Yeah,
Sal?
we can do that. Come on, man, you can do it. Good girl.
Yeah, unfortunately, it didn't film last
I
time.
know.
I think my phone's playing up. Isn't it a lovely day?
Beautiful, isn't it?
Spring's coming at last, I hope. This track is really good place to test because you've got the hill and you can test it going up and downhill.
Yeah, and the saddle's not moved at all, and I know the girth's not super tight. It's yeah, and also I just asked very gently with my arse for that canter, and she went, "Oh yes, not usually allowed to canter up the drive."
That was one of the things we were concerned about, Sally, that we would have the feel. But you get the feel, don't you? It's just the same.
I literally just asked very gently.
Exactly.
For the transition, and she went, "Oh yes."
So what we were trying to maintain was the feel that the rider has,
Yes.
but the feel that the horse has. Just
They're both
so
there.
it doesn't fall apart.
But the thing is, if you tighten up the discs
Yes.
so they squidge,
Yes.
they still absorb like the original.
Oh.
The whole saddle does.
They
everything the
it
original
basically
does.
takes out the bolt, so it's not like a system where it just has bolts.
So comfy.
I am in amazing.
You look sat really nicely actually.
Yeah, Yeah.
I had no expectation because not that many people sat in this saddle.
Only me.
Wow.
No,
Oh, and Nicki. Nicki
Oh,
rode in it,
wow.
and a few
yeah,
others.
and Nicki's
Yeah.
helpers.
Yeah.
And I love the knee roll because
Lovely,
it's a
isn't it?
whole. It goes from here
Yeah.
to here.
Exactly.
And you know, we all know what these horses are like. They spook.
Sometimes,
And this will hold
sometimes
me.
people have found it a bit intrusive there, but it's only the riding. Well, yes.
It's
but
about
the
individual riders.
Yes.
Yeah.
And we're all different, but it's about how you find it.
But at the
when
end
you
of a
ride.
4-week trial, you'll know if you need any changes made to anything.
And there's loads of options.
Did you want to try an ultra?
No, I'm quite happy
Go,
with
go
it.
if
Oh,
it's
cool.
ever so
Okay.
loose, Sally.
I bet it's really loose.
It's
and
really
the saddle
loose.
has not moved.
Has
So
not moved.
let's just look at Sally's
yeah,
skirt,
this
shall we?
is
I can actually see
The saddle
daylight through
like-
Sally's
Oh, dear.
skirt.
I mean, that's not even attached, Sally.
And the saddle just sat there.
But obviously Sally's very
But
balanced.
this is. Let me just say that doesn't comply with manufacturers' instructions.
Indeed.
Manufacturers
Indeed.
suggest do the girth up.
It would be a good idea, but she just wanted to go.
Oh, I know. Happy girl.
Cool.
Yes, happy girl. Yeah, no, she.
So we
liked
don't need
that.
to try any more then, I guess.
No, I'm very happy with that.
That's cool.
That is just so supportive.
So
and
nice.
you've got the back
So
of the
nice,
saddle as
exactly.
well, which is just.
And it's not really deep, but it holds
Nice.
you enough.
It's holding
Yeah.
me in a good position.
It should hug you.
You know, yes. Well, I would say caress, but
Caress.
yes. Hug.
Caress.
Hug is good as well. Yeah.
Another thing I think I like is it's a bit like wearing a pair of soft leather moccasins that sort of sit around your feet.
Came from. It's like,
Yeah,
wow.
it's like when you get the right saddle, it's like wearing a really comfortable pair of shoes. You just think, oh, this is nice.
Fluffy socks.
And when you get the right one, then no, you don't need to try anymore.
Unfortunately, Mia's not that impressed. She's got bored.
Yeah, well, she's wondering why he's gone quiet. She has.
Oh, yeah. Cool. Well, thank you very much.
Oh yes, no, that's beautiful.